anybody wanted to know what's like everything that I use for all my settings, your setup, you will want to copy mine. My shit is crazy. This is how I keep consistency. Things to be consistent is going to put you in the best times of your own life, not just in games, not just in whatever you like. And whatever you do, be consistent. There you go. Let's start with general. We got my we don't have this account verified yet, but we will. Yeah, it's just I haven't had no problems. Most people change it either. This aim, multiplier. I keep both of these on. And we always you shouldn't like you'd be insane if you put on it. Alright, just say that. My map fixed. Always the same. Where's I keep all these like how they are. The only thing I think that was changed is the if I'm mistaken. We'll keep map size 2, mini map 2 at 8. This really helps. So you see everything that you need to know is going down with your teammates, the enemies, what your teammates be seeing. You know what I mean? So you're not blindly following or like going with the flow. You know what I mean? You don't want to go to the flow. Don't go through the flow. You need to be thinking consistently. Alright? Like if you're gonna be watching me, you're gonna be thinking consistently. And that's how I need you. Get the mini map, visual cones, we'll have that on. On is like these are really good. Show map, keep that. It's optional. I keep them privacy. I keep all these off. I ain't got nothing to hide. But if I was to stream, I'd keep one of these on out of the sorts. And if I didn't want, like, I pretty much ain't got nothing to hide. You see, I ain't got no blockers. I had one time to like unfriend, but because like the guy ends up like at the end of the game say something weird, and I'm like, who the fuck do you think he is? I had him. Show new. I take this off even when I'm starting a new account. I take it off. Even when he first started putting this in, I just took it off. Just be so stupid. Let's say you're a brand new player. Even if I was a brand new player, I'd rather just. There's no really special tips in this. Just take the things to harsh. Even if you're aware of something, if you're not aware of your life, then how are you going to be aware in ink? You know what I mean? First person artist. I keep mine on the left, but this is an option. Sometimes we want to shoot your brain to, and then go back to doing something that, like, you know what I mean? Like, right hand, left hand, whatever you prefer, whatever. Always show inventory. I keep all, as you can see, I keep all these off. To me, these are not really important to me. I already know my guts. You only keep them on if they don't know what they're selecting. Okay? So, and I keep my show material content off because, like, I'm not trying to see no blood or no bodies, you know what I mean? Or I'm not trying to, like, see somebody's head or shit like that. I don't really care, so I just keep it off. I see no difference, you know what I mean? Show bullet tracers, I can put on. everybody keeps it off, but that's just me. Show spectator count, keep it on. I used to keep it off because I didn't like when people were watching me. Nowadays, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just do whatever I gotta do. Just get it done. You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, whether people watch you or not watch you, it doesn't matter. Do your thing. I'm gonna distract you. I have high user interface in game off. Personally, I ain't got nothing to hide, so nothing to hide. Alright, we're gonna go to controls. See, these are controversial, but people use the default. I use these because I'm just used to it. I had to train my brain to get used to these. When I first started, I was using default. I was going back and forth. I don't know. But these are what I'm most comfortable with. You decide whatever you're comfortable with. I usually use the mouse button for the voice. I'm using it for like abilities as well, because I only got like 2 buttons side by side. I gotta make use of it. Q and E are the rather default, because those are the most closest together. Where you're not making mistakes. Caps lock. I think people have that as map or something like that, but I have it as the ability, and I have him as map, because like, why would I need to have something like I need honestly, I don't need to confuse my brain to reach my finger across a key that I'm not really sensitively focused on at the time. I need everything to be close, and that's why I picked caps. Now this is, other people vary, because really the alt was on X, and I just changed it to caps because I feel more comfortable with something on what do you call it, fingers or something like that. So I feel comfortable with caps. But I mean, pick whatever makes you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? WSAD. I don't know who played. Like, I seen people play on that other side of the keyboard and shit like that. I keep it normal, regardless if it's unnormal or normal. Normal to this generation is do the opposite and get the same results. Honestly, we're gonna keep that simple. WASD. All right, we already know what that means. I mean, we know where that is on the keyboard, but we only use the left side of the keyboard. Now, you want to get technically advanced and use something like, I see people do what, UHJK or some shit like that. I ain't gonna do that. All right, we're not gonna shoot our brakes. To me, that's done. At the default on movement. Just keep it on. Walk is shift. Toggle is off. Jump space. Crouch control. Toggle crouch on. Keep that on. Man, I actually I had it off at one point, but I'm actually getting comfortable with it being on due to the fact that it's giving me the time to like think, okay, I need to crouch. I need to crouch. I'd rather think it through than to like not think it through. So, because like in reality, I'm not really learning my keys. You know what I mean? Fly up. These are for basically customs. I don't even have a ghost. Like I don't play customs to fly around a map unless I'm learning a whole new map. But honestly, even if you're in customs, fly down and fly up are the things. Unless you're learning lineups or some shit. Or you're playing like some wacky. I got aim. We're gonna move on to equipment. Aim down. I hold. Sniper, same thing. Hold. reload R. It makes more sense because like R reload. You know what I mean? Something to it. Um, Primary. We all keep this as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Simple. You know what I mean? Reaching up there, all you need to do is reach for one. For what? Vandal. 2 classic. 3 for your knife, and 4 to plant a bomb. You know what I mean? Let's keep that simple, guys. I turn these off. Before I was on scroll wheel, but I use scroll wheel for something else. I've dropped one for G. E for last. E weapon. I got auto equip prioritize. Excuse me. Prioritize most recent equipped. I should. I rather see. This is really whatever you feel like it should be. I got this on. But normally, if you want to put it to something, put it as strongest, because it'll go straight to your vandal and not whatever you had before. That's your primary weapons. Now this is like, now putting more thought to it. Like I'd rather have it on most recent equip because like, regardless if it goes straight to the vandal, I want to be familiar with like my other weapons and not forget that I have other weapons. You know? Regardless, whatever, who else say shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck. This is how I think. So, you either think for yourself or you let somebody else think for you. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Think for yourselves. It says don't equip melee. Yep. As you can see, I have it all because I don't want to auto equip it to my melee when I swap to another weapon. You know what I mean? Accidentally, these things happen. You know what I mean? So I make use of it and turn it on. You know? So don't. Inspect Y. Use object. I have it on F. See, it's nighttime. I have it on 4 for your spike. Usual is like the bomb. Is planted. 4 is what's like. You know what I mean? I just keep this the same. Like it's, you have your bomb as the same bind. That it doesn't make sense to not have that. You're making your brain work shit harder, and you don't need to stress yourself out as much as the game is already stressful. Life is already stressful. Make it more easier for yourself. All right, you don't have to listen to me, but listen to your body. I mean, listen to your brain. Think. All right. Use item tap. I have it on 10. I mean, not 10. I have it on T. See, brain's thinking about other things. But we have it on T. I haven't had no problems. So T. No. Expression wheel. I have it as you have to hold it. Because if you don't, you just like accidents like and you might be like in a fight and just, spray. I mean, pull out your gun. But I think you could spray with your gun, but like you want to like not have the like the shit like in front of your face when you're trying to shoot someone. If anything, this limits you having to like worry about this. I just I have my wheel at 100 milliseconds. So like it's a delay. It's not just English compilation. Fuck. You don't want to make, actually, like I don't want to have no problems. So yeah. All right. Now these are whatever you want it to be. Honestly, I have it on you for push to talk. And this is where I was saying that I have like most of my stuff on vines. Like if you see here, I had the bottom mouse for one of the abilities. It's fine. For two, I have it as because those are things really close. You know what I mean? I want to be able to communicate with my teammates and not have to worry about if I'm pressing the wrong key. You know? Because sometimes the key might be not where you need it to be in an exact moment where you're fighting, and you need to have a calm. You know what I mean? So that's why it's very important that you have everything accessible when you need it, how you need it, and yeah, you know what I mean? I have party voice, mute, C, team one, X. I need to be in a close situation, so anything that's close to the bonds where I'm actually where I can just like mute them real quick, and then afterwards unmute them. That's I'm not gonna like be like, oh, these are the most closest bonds to my keyboard to where I'm actually something like that. Technical callouts in chat. I think they just added this. I don't know what that shit is. But let's think about it. Technical callouts in chat. So basically, I think I might want to have this on. Just to try, I'll make a video on it and see how it goes. But yeah, right now I'm just keep going. Explicit language. I have it on. I don't want nobody cussing shit. If anything, I don't want to be like if I see something, I hope they have it all. I really don't care. But like these are the reasons why I can't do this. I have a muted words. I have reported trash and throat. So people will be saying a whole bunch of shit, and I honestly I don't give a fuck. But to me, I don't want to keep seeing this because if you keep seeing something, you're gonna believe it, even if you don't believe it. You're telling your brain that shit. All right, all that shit is like those are trigger buttons. You yourself are in control of your mind. But if your mind keeps seeing that, it's like gonna throw you off. It's energy. Like we don't see energy, but energy is all around us. Like whatever someone says or whatever somebody does, it will affect you. Alright? So you wanna like limit all that. I mean prepare yourself to know that like life is not how you want it to be. But fuck, sometimes you just gotta neutralize it. Best I can say it. Ping, I have it as my scroll. Middle mouse button where I get the first shit. Alright, simple. Ping wheel, yep. I have it as 100% thing as I have it as what the other wheel one. Because like I'll need a delay in quarters to like not see caution C, watch here period, support B. Most people has the item thing, item shop, whatever you want to call it. As B, but I changed it to support because like I'll need it to be closer to like I'm playing. And I haven't changed it. Let's get on this. Radio command. I have this as comma. I tend to be not really this because I use my microphone. Come back type of like use like if you're not talking, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Communication is good. But if you don't, you try the same thing. General. I mean, I don't think people really use this, but if you want, I'll just leave it on here. Crosshair. I'll copy and paste it in chat, but this is the crosshair I've been using because it's not really affecting me like how most crosshairs would. And I know AI design this. You know, I've been using it for a while, so whenever it feels good with you, do whatever you want. But this is slow the video down. Okay, we're gonna move over to video. These are my video settings. I put on a 203 Hz monitor. So my refresh rate is 200 Hz. I want my game to be smooth, whatever you like. If you put it on 60, it's time for an upgrade. Let's just get an upgrade. 144 is 240, and now we're getting somewhere. And if you don't want no low latency, keep it on, but boost. Multi-rendering material, like I'll like cover this as you. This hasn't been bothering me. So and I don't really have any weapons or skins, so it's not really bothering me. I don't even know people use it. But if you do, no, I don't. Okay, you know what I mean? If you do, know that I don't. These are my voice, sounds, my voiceover. We'll just go through all it. So sounds is the first one. Voice. I have my I'll be honest with you. I have everything set in settings. So, but if you want to, you're having some difficulties with your audio, where you're not hearing through your output, and you're not your input is basically what your microphone. Your output is your headset. So whatever you have a problem with is match your whatever you use to any of these, and go to your settings and match it to whatever you use. Yeah. Incoming. Do I have it here? You don't really have a number yet, like a number system. How much you use. So it hasn't been bothering me, so. Threshold. Honestly, I think I kept these on default. I think this really matters. I mean, it does to a certain extent. Like haven't had no problems. So just kept the default. Um, so let's just go on to voiceover. But you know, I have kept this on default for the beginning, beginning of the start. So I haven't had no problems. You know what I mean? I don't know if people use this stuff, but if you do, these are my settings, which are on default. And that will conclude the this setting. We're gonna call this episode 1 of settings tutorial, or whatever you want to think of this. We're gonna label it System Cardinal Episode 1 Settings Review. Alright? So have fun on your games and live, learn, and make a legacy for yourself. And then again, this is System Cardinal, and I hope you have a good one. Peace.